Hello, my wonderful and gorgeous people. This is manipulation to the highest order. Well, there is an alleged information going on about the secret birthmark Olori Naomi has at her back. Yes, and it was later found out that Kabiesi also have the same birthmark. And this birthmark at their backs now is traced to the history of like 2000 something years ago, where they said two lovers were allegedly murdered under a tree, a sacred tree, where they were murdered. And one thing about that was that these two people were so much in love. It was traced, according to the tradition of Ile-Ife, it was traced that 2000 years ago, I've forgotten the names of these young couples who were so fond of each other and couldn't let go. You see them every minute together, and they say the man was a hunter and the woman was just, women most times they don't have work like the olden days. She was just this thing, she makes this local basket, according to what we heard concerning the history of these two lovers. Apparently they said it is because of this history, because of the traces the Kabiesi and Oni and Queen Naomi had in the olden days, that is why they have realized why it is difficult for them to reach to leave each other. That is the reason why they have so much bond that they cannot even let go of each other. And this is also the reason why you see Queen Naomi go, she comes back again. And if anytime she tries to go, once Kabiesi just say I am sorry, you will see her returning back. She doesn't have that mind to leave Kabiesi because they have one secret birthmark together, and that birthmark was traced to the day they were murdered. Now let me quickly give you a summary of that. I didn't go into details to give you the story about the birthmark in the olden days, because I am not good giving history. I am not good cramming names, all these Yoruba names, and the area, the village where all those things happened. But I am just quickly going to give you a little insight about what we are talking about, a little summary. So please forgive me if I do not mention the names, or if I do not maybe pronounce some names very accurately. But they are there is a rumor going round now that during that olden days, there was a war, and these two lovers, they went as usual under the tree, and that they went there to relax, and have some time as lovers, and that was how they met their untimely by, you understand. So, and after that, and you know now after 2 years, 2000 years, they were returned. you know we are Africans. Some of people who are not Africans may not understand the power of reincarnation. This is our culture, and I believe so much in my culture as an African. There is this thing of returning of children who, by maybe, or sometimes it might be lovers who could not accomplish their mission on earth. Maybe their mission was to live together as lovers, get married, have children, or there is a special task they were supposed to complete, of which if they didn't complete that as a couple, sometimes you will hear that they reincarnated, and when they come back to the world, they are born to meet each other again. The forces that drive them from that first time they came, their first generation they came, it will also bring them back together. So that is what they say. They recently found out that is why the Kabiyesi found this out. That is why he can't even let Queen Naomi go. So that was the history that happened. So they said it was under that tree where they were. I just want to give you insight, because some of you would have not been following this story, and because I cannot really tell you people the whole history of that 2000 years, because I am not good at cramming names and towns and all that. But they said that very day that they died, that they were macheted at the back. The two lovers under the tree were macheted at the back, and that was how they died. And now, I also want to apologize right now to Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi for bringing this to the public, but it is based on, I've already heard it's already making trends on the social media. That is why I am able to pick this up and still say it, okay, the way I heard it. So sorry, because this is vital part of human body. I am not supposed, and we are not supposed to be saying something about that. So according to how I heard it, they said at the back of Olori Naomi was a sharp knife cut, right? And they said the time that she and Kabiyesi met, firstly, the time after they got married, that Kabiyesi was able to cross her as a wife. Kabiyesi noticed that sharp cut, and it was as if, if you look at it very well, you understand that it's a machete mark. But nobody has macheted Olori Naomi in this her recent life, right? And if there's a way you also look at it, they said it also looked like a big cane that pierced through the skin and caused a very sharp, deep cut there. So Olori Naomi and Kabiyesi, after they had their first night, they said Kabiyesi saw that and was shocked, was like, what happened to you? What happened? What is that at your back? They said Olori Naomi said that is a birthmark, that she had never fought anyone, and nobody has ever macheted her in this her life, So that was how Kabiyesi, they dismissed it. Kabiyesi didn't go in details, and it didn't even occur to him that this could be from the olden days, from the previous world that Olori Naomi came from, and he also have something like that, but it's the same cut, but it's not the same shape. So they didn't take it that serious. So it is now that they are tracing the history, and they now realize that this could be them in that olden days, and they now also realize that is why they cannot live themselves. Now look at what Calabash did. Calabash is said to have heard about this after hearing this. I don't know how she managed to get exactly the same pattern on her back. I don't know how this happened, but Kabiyesi could remember that Calabash also have this on her back, right? So Calabash is deep rooted in this thing, in this juju and tradition. I don't even know the one that she's facing. Either she's facing juju or she's facing tradition, and she must have known about this. Listen, this woman knows about so many things that Kabiyesi do not know, and she is always so smart to front, to be fast about anything she's doing. Just as we heard when there was a prophecy about Kabiyesi's, and one of Kabiyesi's wife going to give Kabiyesi's favorite wife going to gift him a twin. She heard about it. She knew it was going to come, and that was why she went to do her surrogacy. And unfortunately, Oletik first her drop, because they already know. They are making research every day by day to know what is going on in Kabiyesi's mind. That is why sometimes it seems like they see the future even before it happens. I don't know if you understand. So this woman, okay, the twin, let me first finish give you the example of that twin aspect. She went to do her surrogacy, and unfortunately it came out one. She wanted to be the one who would bet this twin for Kabiyesi. Unfortunately, she has already started her journey, not knowing that Oletik has started her own. So Oletik first gave birth before her. Let's just put it that way. Now, she knew about this. I believe she knew about this mark on Olori Naomi's body, and I believe that she must have checked her spiritual life and know that one day it is coming to play that Kabiyesi would find out the history behind that mark at Queen Naomi's back. And now it has happened. Now Olori Calabash is still claiming that she also have that same mark, and and she also have that same mark, and that she is the one that was there in the olden days at the first generation that they came. She was saying it is not Naomi, that it is she who came that time. So before you know what is happening, she fronted her own. She said she have that mark of machete at her back. So it means that she is the one, that it was never Olori Naomi. She has always been claiming that they have been spiritually connected. She has been claiming that she has been spiritually connected with Kabiyesi. I don't know if you know about that claims. That is what she always say, and that is what she believes. And she made some elders also believe that. So she also fronted her own. Now that is where she's saying that she is the person. She is the person, not Naomi. That she has that birthmark. That if there is anybody who they said she has a birthmark, she has a birthmark of machete from the olden days war, the time they were buried under the tree, that she was the one there. That not Olori Naomi. That Naomi, who is a short goer and a pastor, cannot have any history with Kabiyesi, who is a traditional worshipper. That she also, that is Calabash, is a traditionalist. That is why she believes so much it is her. That she used to have that feelings. So if they look at both of them, Queen Naomi and Calabash has that same birthmark. How did it happen? Who is manipulating it? Whose own is real and whose own is not real? You say Kabiyesi got into confusion again. And it's recently that Kabiyesi even remembered that, Calabash also have something like that. So there is a confusion right now as we speak, based on this birthmark of a thing. Now, we don't even know who to say it is her, but we believe that this would be Olori Naomi, because the bond she shares with Kabiyesi is a top notch. But why does Calabash has the same birthmark on her back? And why is it so real? It is not something that like it is new. It's looking so real, like it's a follow-come birthmark, just as Queen Naomi's own is looking so real. So the investigation about this is still ongoing, but we so much believe, and Kabiyesi also believe, that this is Queen Naomi's it's Queen Naomi that is the right person, not Calabash. So I don't know how Calabash manipulated her own. I don't even know if she actually manipulated it, because they said this is looking so real. She showed it off and it's looking real, just as Olori Naomi. So this history is a very big thing now, and as so much investigation is going on. But in as much as that, Kabiyesi has also said that it is Queen Naomi she knows and nobody else. So wherever this birthmark is coming from, you have to go and discard it, because I don't want to know about yours. I only know about my Olori Naomi. So that is where we are right now, as I am going to be bringing you more information and more updates on this. All you need is just to kindly subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget that all these are alleged and speculated info making waves on the social media. I will be right back.